I'm Julie Nathalie, and this is a quick video on the transit Uranus opposite your sun. So what is this transit about? Basically, the sun represents our self-expression, our creativity, our personality, how we put ourselves out there in the world. And when Uranus is opposing our sun, it represents a challenge to our ability to express ourselves, with the ultimate goal being that we become able to express ourselves and our personality and our creativity more freely than ever before. Because every opposition represents a final battle that will be definitively lost or definitively won. So our goal during this time is to win the battle, and the battle is to be able to freely express ourselves and our personality and our true spirit in this world. So as with all Uranus transits, there are two things you really want to look out for. One, you might be under a lot of pressure at this time, since Uranus is an explosive planet and oppositions are by their nature, whatever the word is for that, they're battles, right? So you do not want to try to just white knuckle your way through things. You don't want to be stoic. You don't want to try to be repressed and overly responsible during this time. That can be extremely dangerous. If you try to just hold in the pressure, then you will get blown up or electrocuted or fly off a motorcycle or struck by lightning. So you want to make sure, or have a heart attack. So you want to make sure that you find ways to release your pressure and to express yourself and to get your real needs met during this time. It's not a time when you can suppress your needs out of a sense of duty and responsibility. So that's the one thing to consider. On the other hand, the other bad thing that can happen during Uranus transits is that the explosive pressure gets too much, and so people just do something dumb, right? Like they rebel in a way that's totally stupid. They throw the baby out with the bathwater. They cut off things in their life that are really important or necessary just because they want to feel free. And if you do something stupid during an astrology transit, it's still stupid, right? So you'll still get stupid results. So you don't want to escape the pressure by doing something stupid. What you have to do is really get clear on how you feel suppressed and unable to express yourself, how you don't feel free. And then you have to think of constructive, realistic ways of transforming that situation while still preserving those things in your life that have value, right? You don't want to just blow everything up in order to feel more free, which can sometimes happen. But you do need to find a way to be more free and to be able to express your true self. Now, the other thing about this transit is that it relates to relationships, as all oppositions do. And the sun is, in your chart, it doesn't just represent your own spirit and self-expression. It also represents, if you're a woman, it represents your husband or the man in your life, right? And if you're a man, but also for everyone really, it also represents kings, like men of power, authority figures, celebrities, etc., right? So these themes can also play out through your husband or through kings. Themes of becoming more free or needing to become more free, or it can bring Uranical figures into your life. Like, let's say that you are married already. Your husband, it could cause a divorce, because sometimes Uranus will lead to breakups in order to free up your self-expression, right? So it could lead to some kind of divorce or ending of the relationship. Or your husband could be changed in some way that brings more freedom into your life. If you're single, it could bring a Uranical relationship into your life, like a man who is unlike the men you've known before. He could be a man who's far away, he's inaccessible in some way, leading to more freedom within the relationship. He could be a man who helps you to change and revolutionize your life. He could be a genius, someone who's good at technology. All those are possibilities, but it'll have the Uranical themes of distance, freedom, change, technology, and genius, right? And likewise, if you're a man or a woman, who's dealing with kings. The kings will tend to have that nature, the nature of being, they could be foreign, highly technical, like people who are involved in futuristic technologies who can really change your life. And once again, in terms of relationships, what's absolutely best is to be clear on what you want, because transits bring in all sorts of opportunities, but our ability to recognize those opportunities depends on knowing what we're looking for. So for example, let's say that you've been wanting to divorce your husband and become a clown or something, like, but you just can't find it in yourself to do it. This transit will bring you the opportunity to do that, especially if it's a high-tech clown that you want to become. So just knowing that that's what you want, even if you have no idea how you can accomplish that, the transit will bring up that opportunity. So if you know what it is you're trying to accomplish, where you're trying to get, you will see things happen during the transit that allows you to achieve your goals. It will really seem quite miraculous, but it definitely helps to know what you want and understand the transit so that you know which types of opportunities are especially likely to be available at this time. Because a trillion different things can happen under transits, right? It really depends on you. Transits are very much like the winds of the ocean. The sailors have to understand the winds, but they all end up at different destinations, right? Because working with the winds helps them arrive at the place where they are trying to go. It doesn't determine where they're trying to go. And so it's exactly the same way with transits. One person might need this type of freedom, another person might need that type of freedom. Or you might want this type of relationship, another person might want that type of relationship. So knowing what you want will give you the best opportunity to work with this energy. And of course, we could get a more detailed view of how all these themes would play out if we knew the signs that the planets were in and also the houses in which they were operating in your chart. Because those are the places where you're going to experience the battle and hopefully the victory of freedom of self-expression and getting to be your true self in this world. So yeah, just remember to don't suppress yourself, express yourself, but also don't be a fucking idiot, right? And last but not least, know what it is that you want to be able, know how you want to be free, what you need to feel free, and what things are making you unfree that you would like to disappear, because then Uranus is very likely to break up those areas for you, you know, so, and blow them up so that you can be free of all, or at least a reasonable amount of the things that make you feel heavy, weighed down, restricted, and oppressed. So if you use your mind and know what you want, this transit can actually bring you good luck, although sometimes it is seen as a challenging transit. But I think that the more you know what the themes of the transit are, the need to free yourself, and then also you understand what that means to you personally, the more you will experience it as a transit of amazing good luck, where superpowers come in from other dimensions into your life to free you and make you happier than you've ever been before. Thank you. I'm Julie Naclei, and this is a quick video on the astrology transit Uranus opposite your sun.